Hello, I am here to talk about the Birmingham Gaming Market. Birmingham. If you're American, it's weird, isn't it? Like, you don't have to say it.
Birmingham.
Or people say Birmingham.
Yeah.
The Birmingham Gaming Market, right, which happened on Sunday, just over the weekend. And rather than doing like a full-scale vlog, I thought it'd be nice to bring on my friend, my podcast co-host, PassthePlunger, because we met each other over the weekend. And I thought it would be nice for us to talk about it because it's moved to a new venue. So we've got all that to talk about as well as what we picked up. So I'm just going to show like the website. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Just so you've got like a backdrop. So this is where it was over the weekend. It was in New Bingley Hall, or the New Bingley Hall. So previously, for the last, I don't know how many years now, it's been at the Custard Factory in Birmingham.
I've been 3 years when I've been going. I didn't go before then.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know if I've been before then.
I've always only ever been there.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably always been the Custard Factory. Probably wrong about that, but it feels like it has. And that venue, I like that venue because of where it's situated.
Yeah.
It's easy to kind of walk down to. It takes about from the train station where I get off, about maybe half an hour walk, and you get down there and you've got the venue, but outside you've got NQ64. You've got a sitting area, which is all awesome outside. So it's a very good social place.
Outside, I do miss the outside bit.
Yeah, that was like one of the best bits. But the issue was the actual venue itself was quite crowded. It was nice, but once you got in there and it filled up with people, especially when it was open to the public, after you went in from early bird tickets, it just got rammed, and it got really tough to look around, didn't it?
Yeah, because it felt more like a little studio rather than an actual exhibition hall of any sort.
You're right, like an art studio or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they had like 2 rooms and they had like quite low ceiling. Because of that, it made it quite warm. And then you had that kind of awkward back bit, didn't you?
Oh, God, yeah, because you got to that bit and you're like, do I go in there as well? And that's where the other magazines and things used to be. But I really liked that venue. What was cool, but it was boiling in there as well. You get around and you were just on fire. And it hit a point where you're just like, I'm going to have to go. But it was brilliant because once you go out, all your people you're meeting up with, I'd probably have a table and we'd all sit off, and that became a nice kind of tradition for us. But this year, I guess they've listened to people and they booked a bigger venue for this event. Now, before we get into the venue, go with the outside bit because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if that's true for anyone in Birmingham, but for me, I go from the station going all the way down there. There's like nothing around it, and you get to the event and it's just a big car park as part of it, and then I got there it was opening for us about 11, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes.
For early tickets.
Yeah.
And we got there, I want to say, about 10:30-ish, and the queue was starting to get big. But I've got to say, guys, the people who run it, I love these events, but I'm going to rant a little bit that they need to sort out some barriers for people, organized barriers for people to queue in. Because I just feel it's so random.
It was, when we, well, I don't know if you, I'll let you do your experience.
It's mine. Because I wanted to hear yours, because you got there at a different time than me.
Yeah.
So, I got there, and it was just like, where do we stand? And then people were standing in the wrong place, and then thankfully someone came out and went, oh, no, stand there. I think also, I think the people who need to work there, who work there, need to wear some, t-shirts. I saw one person with a t-shirt with replay events. And it's like, then there was someone else going around and telling people what to do. And it's like, but then they're not, are they working for the?
They had no staff t-shirt type of thing.
No staff t-shirt, so we don't really know what's going on. And I was like, because he must know how many people are coming. Do you know the number of tickets
from the previous? Yeah, they're sold. Yeah, how many tickets are sold? Previous events, so you get like a little.
We've been to Leeds and all that, and it seems to always be an issue with queuing outside. It's always just random. And then until the last minute, and then it was just curving all over the place. And I think all it needs is barriers, right? This is the worst part. We got halfway through, and they started, putting the bands on early, which was good, before you get in, because you wanted to swift in. That was a good idea. But because I was putting my band on, I was just walking randomly, and I looked at the side of me, and I saw loads of beady eyes on me. And I was like, why is everyone looking at me? And then Lindsay was like, Stephen, we've just cut the queue by half. And I didn't know. Because I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell. I was looking down, and it was because there's no barriers. I must have just walked into the other side because it was doing this weird snaky thing, which it felt so random. And we just walked in, and I just thought you know, it was so British, no one complains, but just like standing there tutting probably.
Yeah.
And, and I felt really bad, but like once you're in, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? But I was like, it just showcases like the issue of getting into these venues. You really need to like sort that bit out. I mean, the venue inside and everything we did inside was brilliant, but the outside queuing, it just stresses you out a little bit needlessly.
Yeah, and you don't need, because also you're a bit anxious when you go to any event because you want to, even though it's not like a race to go in there and all that, but you wanted to get in. You want to get in.
Exactly.
Any event where you queue, you've always kind of got the excitement, the anxiousness of, you know, I'm good to go, and you don't need extras before you even got in.
And you don't know as well. Like when you get there a little bit later, we're like, is this the queue for the early tickets, or is this the queue for general? You just don't know. You just don't know. You end up like asking people, and the people we asked, they were like, I don't know. We just joined.
You just get into a queue and you go, is this the right one? And you realise it's not for this for this time or VIP or anything like that.
And that happened to us last time when we got there the same time, and we were queuing the general admission, even though we got early tickets. So we would be able to walk past them and go into another queue. And I was like,
but you don't know.
But you don't know. So go on, what was your experience like getting in?
So for us, the bit leading up to the venue, because we had it on SatNav, and we were doing all right, and then you get to where the venue is. There's like a big roundabout.
Yeah.
And there was a turn off to the left, but SatNav said go a little bit further. And there was that, or back onto a motorway, or whatever it was there. And I was a bit anxious because I don't know the area at all, so it's a bit scary. And then also you got the roundabout, and just as you come off, there's like a red sign, an entrance to that hall. But it was like a weird kind of off the roundabout, but not a junction off the roundabout, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It kind of felt a bit like a last minute, and it wasn't just me that had a problem. Julio and a couple of others all had that. It was literally like you go along and go, oh, is this one?
This is what it is,
It was a bit scary. Luckily, there was no one around me when I had to quickly turn because I had to check. But that was not very nice. But when we got in, because we got there early, because we're always early people. Always do. But the nice thing was, as soon as we arrived, as soon as we pulled up to the car park, half a dozen of the people was standing outside the car. We saw Jack, Chris, and a couple of others all standing by their car. So we got parked next to them.
Absolutely perfect, yeah.
Which is absolutely brilliant. So but the car park there, if you get there early enough, it'll be interesting next time, because at the moment, because it was the very first one at that venue, I don't know how people felt about the parking. So I don't know if people are going to go earlier next time or anything like that, because it did when we left, busy. It got packed.
Yeah.
But when we went... We got a brilliant spot, and the thing is, whenever we go to these sort of events, my biggest fear as a driver is where we're going to park.
Yeah, of course.
I'm always stressed out. And the last one we went to, Birmingham, we didn't really know the best place to park, so we found a car park area, but it was in a really run down car park. I was like, am I going to come back to my car still here?
You just don't know the area, do you? It could be fine, but you don't know.
Dodgy. But it was fine in the end, but I didn't know that, but we thought it's fine. With this one, the car park was much better, because literally right outside the venue. So parking at this one, as long as you're there early,
you got space.
Was perfect, and you could leave it there. As long as you didn't go, I need to go out, I wouldn't want to leave until we were going.
And this was the issue, because it was quite busy. People coming into that car park and not finding the space, so there was a lot of to and fro, and then the queues were kind of going into the entrances like this. Could be an accident there, you know, if no one's like looking at this.
It was, and it wasn't very.
Thankfully, people came out and started looking after it before the queues got crazy, and like started saying, "Hey, we need to twist this queue into different ways." But again, like barriers would have been great. But you got in super early, so you were basically the front then.
Well, so what happened was, once we parked up, we then saw a few people queuing outside.
Yeah.
Outside the front doors. So then we walked over, and we was about, we was about 10th in the queue, something like that. There was still a few, not many people, pretty much at the front, really.
Yeah.
And then when we went through, we said, we now queue inside. So we queued by the the table bit for the door, but they kept on ushering us left and right. 'Cause 1 minute we stood further out a little bit, and then someone came and said, no, get into the wall. So we went against the wall, and then this other person come along and went, don't against the wall, it's a fire hazard.
Oh.
Take your mind up. So that was a bit funny. But then when we got in, we was at that first bit, basically against the wall, just outside the door. And then she come round. I've still got my wristband.
You still got on? Yeah, I took it off.
I took it off. I need to do it. But once we were queued up there, that was okay for a little while. But then when more and more people came in, it did that, as you were saying, that awkward snaking where it kind of went round, and then it kind of tried to back itself up in that little area. And because there was no rope or barriers to kind of even it out, if you looked, when I looked at the queue at that point, you couldn't tell where it was snaking.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
Yeah, so but lucky for us, we knew where we was on our bit. It was okay. But I thought what they should have done was, because the weather was decent, they should have just had a single line going around the edge and then leading outside, because there was plenty of room. I didn't understand what they were trying to. If it was raining outside, it was winter. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But other than that, though, once we got our tickets early, wristbands early, which was good, and then once we pretty much got let in exactly on time.
Because once you got in, like if this, I don't know if this photo will work from where. Yeah. So you can kind of see. I'm looking for a photo that kind of shows you like the venue size, which I don't think I posted this one on Instagram, which we got for others to show. But once you got in, I was like, where are all the people then? Because the space was brilliant. It was really good.
Venue was massive. I think if they do it again there next year, I feel they're going to ask more vendors.
I think so.
They need a lot of room.
Because it made me think, were there less vendors than in the Custard Factory, or is it just bigger?
I actually think it was just bigger rather than less. Because the thing is, though, bigger hall, same vendors, it will look tiny. Because there's a lovely gap between the tables to the left and the right if you went down the middle bit. And we could literally, we could like take pictures in the middle and not being in the other person's way.
And that never happens, does it? Because we normally have to go right at the end or right at the front or something like that. And we were just not. I didn't feel like I was in anyone's way, really, when we were doing things like that, or even just chatting.
Great air conditioning in there as well.
Oh yeah, I never felt
a little bit warm, but it did have some.
I don't think I felt what. And they got some food in the back if you wanted some. I never really get food at like these kind of events until.
I think it was like chips and that. I think Hannah got some bits there, but we didn't get anything from there.
But it was just. But you're right though. There was like so much. When I'm standing there was so much space, because I don't think there was any. Were there any stalls at all? Oh, do you know what? I don't think I even I went to any stalls on this right side. I went on the left side. But nothing on the right. There was a couple at the back, and I completely forgot to go and see them.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. We managed to get a few times around it. Like, weird thing is, when we go to these conventions, I don't know why, I never want to look at the first few stalls at the front. I kind of feel like I need to go further back, then come back onto them.
Do you have this thing in your head when you go to these venues where you think the first ones are going to be more expensive because they?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because you just think, it's there. I'll get it there now.
And it was true, actually. I saw a couple of games there that I was like, I want that, but I'm going to check it out later. And it turned out to be...
arrived. You don't want to buy it straight away.
Someone got Blue Shadow on the NES, which I didn't end up getting, but it was more expensive there than it was everywhere else. But I did pick up something from there. But yeah, you're right. This whole space here, the stalls could have come out way wider.
Yeah, and they also had, I don't know if you noticed as well, they actually had a stage and a giant screen as well. It didn't get utilised. People just used it just to sit. Yeah, so on the right-hand side, like where you were, on the far right, you had a couple of little vendor bits on the edging, and then you had like an actual stage. I didn't get any pictures of it though, but it was like a higher up stage, and it had like a big screen there as well. So if they had any like talks there, or if they had like a competition or tournaments on, that would have been perfect for there. I know it's not an expo; it's a gaming market.
Yeah, you kind of want more.
Still, they could have had announcements or something there. That would have been quite good.
That would have been nice.
For it.
Some kind of like fun lottery or something. I don't know. Retro
or something like that. But then it was nice for people to meet, because you could say meet by the stage, and people were sitting down on it, and they were quite cool about that.
I mean, the thing is, like, we want more stalls, but at that point when you have more stalls, it's busier, and then it's going to end up like just as busy as the other one.
It'll come again now. But
I can't believe it. But no, it was like good. I will say, because we'll go through some of the pictures I took, which kind of shows you around. We've got group photos and all that as well. And this is one of the group photos with all of us there, which was crazy. Oh
yeah.
Can I just get rid of that a minute? Right, stop. There you go. That's done. Right, and there's a bunch of us there, but you can also see all the stalls there. And this was talking about
the middle of a.
It was so narrow. It was enough space.
Yeah.
And where normally we wouldn't have this space to do this.
Nah.
And there was no one. I don't think so. But there wasn't any people to say, get out the way.
I'm quite aware of that. I'm quite aware of that sort of thing.
I hate that as well, because we hate it when other people do it, but they didn't have any issues.
No.
But, just to show some of the things. So this is one of the stalls at the back, which did some electronics and things. like the games and things. I saw some like the Konami handhelds and all that stuff. Then the mix.
He didn't have much left by the end because
really?
they were selling well. There was still the Blades of Steel, whatever it was called.
Was that still there?
That was still there.
I want that, but I wanted they were selling that for £25.
Yeah,
I want that. Yeah. I wanted a bargain for that.
But that thing there you took a picture of wasn't there anymore.
No, that
the
was
Mario handheld bit wasn't. And
really? Because they're not like that old. The Mario handhelds. They're maybe I say they're not old. Probably 20 years old now. But they're not.
Well, no, saying that. Yeah, but remember though, them actually did get a reissue because I got a set of those.
Well, they're the reissues, aren't they?
That's a reissue because I've got one. I've got the free because actually randomly, I think it was B&M. Or one of those that had them, and me and Danny at the time we trekked through all of them trying to find them. We managed to get all three, but they're all reissues. But I
think I got them, but I have no idea where they just disappeared over the years. But I remember B&M as well. Yeah, somewhere. But yeah, because of the Zelda one as well, and that one. I don't know what the other one is. What's the other one? Then there was three.
There was Donkey Kong, Mario, Cement, and
Zelda.
I think it's a Zelda one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see him awfully. I
think it was the Zelda Game & Watch one. But Donkey Kong one. Yeah. So there's a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
I will say, like, for the venues, there was a lot of Pokemon trading cards.
I was literally about to say it was quite a lot of Pokemon trading cards because apparently because of the latest digital game that's out of it. I think it has. I know it's always been massively big Pokemon, but I think it's created an extra resurgence of the actual physical ones because of that game.
And obviously, I'm saying that as if I'm against. I'm not, because obviously they were really busy. There was a bit of everywhere in there. Like if you are a retro gamer, even if if you're a toy fan as well, there was some toys and stuff like that. Which I don't think I took any photos of those, but it was a bit of everything. But I did notice more so than normal. There was like a lot of Pokemon trading. Also. And a lot of classic ones as well, which is what we want. You want a bit of variety, don't you? I didn't take a photo of that. Those guys who were selling those posters that are just made out of binary code of the game. That was so cool.
I don't know I think Danny might have done, but I haven't got it to hand.
No, it's all right. But that was cool. So this stall had classic gaming posters, but if you look very closely, you can see loads of zeros and ones, and it's basically made up like a collage or a montage, collage of the binary code from the game. So you basically compile that if you're insane enough to write it all down and compile it somehow. So it's a way of owning the game, but on your wall.
It was like game code, but as an art. But it actually was the Mario.
It's a cool idea. But you and me both looked at it and were like, we haven't got any space to put anything on the wall.
Yeah, that's always a thing. Whenever you see they always have people that have great posters, things like that. And well, I can't really. We don't have room either. But I mean, I've got posters still sitting in tubes around that I've bought previously at places.
I like little things, but posters and stuff. I mean, I will gladly take them, but then I'd then be like, oh god, what do we do with them? That's the kind of thing. So that was like one of the stores there, which I liked. This is a bit of a bigger view of it. I mean, they got the Tiger Electronic stuff there, these grandstand games, and they're all a bit pricey. I mean, it's the thing when I realised I used to buy my brothers these like even only about 5 Christmases ago because I get them a little extra thing, and they were going so cheap. And now because of the likes of us and you probably if they're watching, these are all going up in price, and it's annoying, but it's also like supply and demand, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that Blades of Steel Konami thing, can I see my browser? Yeah, there. I would love to collect those. I've only got the Star Trek one, and I was trying to get you to get the Turtles one because you hadn't bought anything from the event at all, and I was like, mate, you should get that.
Nah, I know
going with it.
Yeah.
So I still don't know if you have bought it or anything like that, but we'll see. Well, we'll get to that when we collectors. You're not letting me know. He's always keeping secret.
No, not yet.
Oh, look at that. Oh, okay.
I'm good at that.
So here's the first thing I bought because I've got to give it away because it's there. And it's this Pocket Heroes thing.
Do you know I've never seen that before? When you picked it up, I was like, I've never seen that before.
I've got a bunch of them, like more like little mad electronic game. Well, not electronic. They kind of have like their own little clock system. You basically turn that, press start. And this game, for example, you just got to go all the letters in the place by shaking it, before the time goes off. It's not an amazing game. But
it's like a little travel thing that you would have had in the back of the car, wouldn't you?
1978, mate. It's like it's way before the Game Boy. Do you know what I mean?
80s.
You're not going to be taking this instead of your Game Boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Game Boy, Switch 2 or this.
I don't need a Switch 2. I've got a letterbox Pocketeer, but the Pocketeers they're called.
But I've got to say though, you won't need to recharge it.
That's a good point. You don't need to recharge it. But once you've played it once, it's not like maybe I suppose you could try and beat your time. Do you know what I mean? But I do like these, so every time I see them, I go, "Oh, we can get up price." He was selling it for tenner. I had £8 change in me. I'd just seen him do a deal with someone where he had to give someone a load of change, and I thought he might want this change, and he said no instantly when I said £8.
I was there. I was next to you when you said about it,
and it instantly went, "I've got change, £8," and he went round and grabbed it off me and went, "All right." And I was like, "Okay." I just wanted a couple of quid off because I was on strict budget.
He went, no, I can't do that. And he went, "I'll go on. Look, there's the money. I've got the money right in front of you."
Got the money like that.
And he went, "Oh, go on in."
Because as you know, by the way, guys, I had a strict budget. I had like £30 with me. So I was only trying to get everything out of the deal. To be honest, I'm like that anyway in these places. Try and get a couple of quid off if I can.
Because you can go silly. You can go, "Oh, get that, get this," and then realise you come home and you've got a bag full of stuff, and you go, "Uh-oh."
I kind of like having the budget because you're very choosy, and the things you get, I end up getting a good few things then rather than come out with just like one little thing or one thing. I end up getting a bunch of stuff, and also like I'm going to go to a few things that people have. I don't know why, but people gave me stuff at the event with everyone.
I got some stuff as well,
and you got some stuff we were showing. Incredibly generous friends in the community. It's insane. I've got it all here, but yeah, that was one of the things I got. I don't know if how many things did you get? Is there anything you want to kind of show off right now?
Anything from the market. I'll show you what I actually bought at the market.
Yeah, go on.
Because the rest of the stuff is all
give me one thing since I've showed one thing.
Okay, I'll show one thing. So, literally right at the end of the expo, I went back to the first table. There was a table as you walk in on the left-hand side. He had like Super Famicom games on like rubber, and it was at a good angle, really good display. Yeah. And I saw, and I was looking now. I was desperate to get something at that point. I was like, I haven't bought anything, grabbed my attention, and I'm collecting Super Famicom games of games that are too expensive for the UK or US versions. So one of the games I got, which I've been after these for a little while, but I didn't even cross my mind, and it's Bonkers on Super Famicom.
Nice. Have I played that one? I played the Mega Drive version. Is that the Bonkers on that one? Is that it's kind of like a one screen shooter puzzle kind of game, I think.
Nope, this is a platformer.
The platform. Oh, maybe it's that version I played then. Yeah, I played one of them.
Because this one never came out in Europe. It only got a North American and Japanese release. Yeah. And because it's a platformer, I know it has got a story. Sorry?
I played it last year. It's quite short, the platform one. Yeah. There's two types of Mega Drive versions, a very different game then, if that's the other one. And
he got the cool cover. Actually got him on the.
So is that with 20 quid? Did you get any money off it?
Well, there is, but oh no, maybe camera got blurry again now.
Go on, that's all right.
No, I've actually. Well, I did get a deal with this and something else as well.
Go on, show us.
So the other thing. Yeah, well, okay, so I got this and the other game I got from the same store. I got Hook.
Oh, Hook! Wait a minute, the SNES one. Oh, the SNES one's really good. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's why the SNES one's
isn't good. It like what's it very similar to?
Yeah.
What's the game called?
Sky Blazers.
Sky Blazers, yeah.
It's cool. Literally it's the same sprite character as Sky Blazers. So that's why, because I saw someone play this a long time ago on Twitch.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
But what it was, this was 15 Cook and Bonkers was 20, but I got them for 30.
Oh, fantastic!
So I basically got Hook for 10.
Wow, really. That's a good deal. It's a really good
deal.
I'm
really happy with that, and I kind of want to spend around that sort of price. Yeah. So I only really come out 2 games, but it's 2 games I didn't have, and also I looked up because I didn't know the value because also one thing I found at the venue, maybe it was my internet, I don't know, but I couldn't really, when you have a little cheeky look online to find out how much they are. I couldn't get access to it. So I took the gamble, and at that price, I thought it can't be as cheap as that. But I looked up Hook UK, and it goes for about £40 loose. Wow. And I was like, wow, that's a good deal with that. And then Bonkers, we never even got. So I can't even get it unless I buy the North American one. God. So I thought, I know they get these really cheap in Japan, but it's cheaper than I'll be able to get them.
Yeah, it's good. I'd get them. I would pick them up. Hook, the NES Hook is very different.
Oh yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's not one for me.
I want to get it, but it's not as good as that one. Right, let's have a look on another photo.
Yeah, that's what I really got from that bit.
I just realised there's you at the side.
Yeah. What am I holding up?
Croc, obviously.
You know what I was doing? I was saying to Danielle, because I think Danny was filming me, and I was like, I want to pick up Croc on Saturn as well.
Yeah.
And it used to be quite cheap. They wanted £50 for it, and I went, I want Croc another version, but I'm not paying 50. Ouch! Yeah. It might be that it goes for now. But I was like, I don't think that bad.
Because I knew, was it Marley was picking up Saturn games as well, and they would actually ones he got were really good deals actually. Like not that much at all. Maybe he's just not buying the bigger names.
It's like a lot of things. It's if it's a common games, they're literally next to nothing. Like Sega Rally.
Is Croc not that common then? I thought
I thought it was. I thought it was. It's like £50. The only difference is though, it must be a later release because that version it comes in a hard clamshell case, not that flimsy cardboard one. Yeah. So that's the only thing I thought, but that has jumped in value. I don't know if it's because of the HD remake, people are buying other versions now.
Yeah, because everyone always says that when a remake comes out or whatever, then it's gonna, hurt the prices of the older games. But
that's what I kind of was hoping. I was hoping, it's already out, so maybe it'll be cheaper now. I was like, no,
I think apparently not. I think it's right what you first said. Because for me, I'm like, I like this game. I want to get the old one. Do you know what I mean? I want to get the to have on the shelf.
That's a good thing.
Let's have a look at the next photo. Yeah. Oh, a group shot of all of us there. Yeah. I mean, this is the issue when you go to these events. This is like this one was taken before the big one, and every time you have a shot, it's like, oh, you meet someone, get a photo. Oh, there's someone else, get them in the photo, and it's just like you got this. It just grows. And grows.
It literally happened. Like we took the picture, someone else appeared. Next person. Someone else as we took that picture. Another person.
The only person that didn't get in a photo was Mally. Didn't get Mally. Weird enough. We just didn't get him. I realised
he's not even in the group one.
Not even the group one. No, it was just mad, wasn't it? I don't even know. He must have been off because he was buying the world, wasn't he? The big
he does buy everything. So
right, and there's a nice little shot. There's a nice look at these things. You know what? It's nice to look at these and chat about them. Do you know what I mean? You don't get a chance, do you?
No, I should have got some of my pictures together now. Sorry,
I know it's all right. It's all right, but there's a good way of doing it. But you got this is quite interesting because you see what people are buying or what's like worth selling at the moment. You've got a SNES there, Master System, or two SNESes. What's the Commodore set with night moves?
So it's Commodore 64. It was the standard set. Then you had the night moves. Is it night moves?
Yeah, night moves.
And that was back. And it's one of those where I don't know what's on the other side, but it has two covers. Because Commodore went for a phase where they had one side to be entertainment, so people like us would go, I want to get that console, or I want to get that computer.
Productivity or something.
Other side would be educational things. Yeah. So, and I remember that cover quite vividly. I didn't have that one, but one.
Look what's on the top as well. Right at the top in the middle. My Little Pocket Game.
Oh yeah.
That's where I saw it. And I heard, do you know what? We're going to move it. And I heard some people talking behind me. Going, I got that. And I was thinking, they're after my Pocketeer. I was like, no one was after it. that would have been there all day. No one, but I was getting all stressed out. Quick, get the cash out.
But seeing all the box consoles, I did see around the venue a lot of people buying box consoles, N64s, Dreamcasts,
Retro Still Live.
SNES. People are buying full box consoles still.
And you know what that means? If they're buying the systems, they're buying the games, or a card to play many games. That could be a thing. But I noticed as well, there's like a little tiny Mega Drive, if you can see over here. There was like a little tiny plug-and-play Mega Drive, I think, and it was a plug-and-play console. This is. Can you see what this is from there? It's a PS2. It's a PS2, isn't it? Just noticed the blue text there, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just looks odd. A box Junior Atari 2600 as well there. I've got the box there, and then loads of games. Do you ever find, I hardly ever look at these sections when they're on these, because I always think they're going to be way more expensive.
Oh, do you know what? That's the problem. I understand they're back there because they're expensive games. You don't want people to nick them and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like when it happens in CX, they have all the good games at the back of the tills and that, and you feel awkward to stand there and stare at them,
exactly
like that, and you don't want to do it. You kind of only want to look down at stuff.
You want to look, you pick it up as well, and then you don't want to ask because you want to have a little look at it, and you're like, well, put it back. It's like you want to get a tactile kind of feel on it. Let's go to the next one. This is me and you.
I didn't know took this one. Yeah, this is
looks like Lynn's being really tall. She must have stood up behind us and then put her hand up to try and get us both in.
Yeah, I think that's Danny's head as well.
Oh yeah, Danny's head.
I think so.
It looks like we were buying the SNES games, possibly. I don't know. There's like a bit of everything there. But you can see the back wall there as well. Like there's loads of stuff going on. That big green Xbox as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it mad? We're seeing boxed Xboxes now, and that's the thing. It's like. You're going to see, at some point, you're going to see boxed PS4s in these places as a retro thing.
I see a box. I think I saw a box PS3s, the Xbox Slim. PS3 Slim in box. And I was like, oh, that felt a bit weird, that being there.
It does feel weird, but I saw a lot of PlayStation 3 games in there and people looking through them. Which is crazy to me because it's like you just go and CEX and get most of the PS3 games, but I guess they're looking for something rare. To be honest, I was looking for the Wii games. I felt weird doing that, but I remember looking at them and like this little girl was there as well, and she was like talking to her dad, going, "I want to get this because my mate's got it." I was like, "I'm looking for the Wii games." Like, and she's the age where Wii is like probably retro to her.
Yeah,
you know, it's so nice.
I remember playing this when I was little.
Last week.
yeah.
But I was after that Wario game. I thought, if I see that for like £8 or something, I'd pick it up because it's around the 10 or something online. I thought, well,
the problem is I find the one thing I do find is markets. The two games I struggle the most to look at are PS2 and Wii because they have the same like white, or they have they both got white with black text on. And it's so I don't know why, but I try and browse through them, but my brain switches off trying to look at them all because I feel kind of weirdly overwhelmed with just looking at all the names.
Yeah,
and I kind of can't focus on
the PS2. I get bored looking at them. That's why I don't. One of the reasons I don't collect them, I think it's the boring to look at. To be honest, I mean, they're great games, obviously, but it's just the spines.
Unless you know exactly what you're looking for, but if you're browsing, I struggle to browse.
I mean, Switch is like that as well because it's just the red spines with the text, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
I think Switch 2 might be having. I mean, the first entry of Switch 2 in the conversation.
Technically second, because I said
exactly. But I think they're having a little bit of the artwork now bleeding over. I believe.
Yeah, they should do.
See. So that was us doing that. And then another meetup photo, because we can see we're losing one every time we get from these new ones. I'm just trying to see any in the back, nothing really. The chandeliers were crazy. He was looking up and thinking...
I don't know, it seemed well overkill in that area. Like, what's it normally used for?
Exactly, like in ballroom.
It's really random, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then there's me, Lindsay took that. And I didn't know why. She was like, "Oh, stand there." And I was like, "Why?" And then it's like, because it looks like a little halo.
Yeah. I thought you said that. I said, "Oh, Lynn, quick, take a picture."
No, I didn't even... I never looked up at the ceiling, weirdly enough.
I didn't notice them, actually, to be honest.
At all. Okay, the control. I always look at these. I want the money to buy more NES. That's what I would get, like different NES sets. I mean, that's what I'd love to collect.
Do you know what? Even though I never had one, the Turtles one.
That was the one I had.
Seems so crazy iconic that I want to own it and display it. And
I'll be honest though, mate. I think it's just a sleeve over the normal box.
Oh wow! Oh really?
It's just a cardboard sleeve, so you can probably just buy the cardboard sleeve and put it over the box. I think
that's
so.
That's an idea then. And that was really cheeky because that's just a sticker on the front of the box.
Yeah,
it's
Mario 3. Yeah, it's how much is that? I can't even see the price there.
I can't see it.
I think it's like is it 220? Is it like stupid like that? Or 120 maybe?
And above it, as you said, look, there's an Xbox 360 Modern Warfare edition up there.
To buying something buying something retro with Call of Duty on it is nuts, isn't it? And the mini SNES is that £80? It is.
Yeah, weirdly have held their value, haven't they?
Haven't they? Yeah.
Really, especially the Mega Drive ones, they've gone up.
I would like the Mega Drive one, I think. But I love looking at these things. I always said Lynn's take the shots of all those things at the end.
The first thing I always do, if I ever take just pictures, I always take pictures of like the boxes of systems.
I mean, it's good to know the value of these things as well. Yeah. Like, what's the current value of these things at fairs? Because I always think you're going to get probably the best price at fairs, unless you can haggle with someone online. But if you go into a shop or a retro shop or something, I always think that they have the power in the shop because it's going to be sitting there.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's on
when
their
you
shelf.
leave sitting there. Yeah. But when here, there's a little element of like, I've got cash, and you don't have to take it back to your car afterwards. Yeah, all that you've got.
And you're saving on postage as well if you wanted to. If they wanted to send it or something,
and you can get, and I'll buy this, and I'll buy this, and get a bundle, and get and you get a bit more money off.
Yeah, especially you get excited and you're looking around the place and you go, oh god! Like, I know for us it's a bit different, but you might go for the first time and go, oh, I had a NES, I love the NES.
Exactly.
Oh, if they got this, and then you that nostalgia hits you on there, and you just buy it. And especially if you get it in the box, you go, oh yeah, I had that, and I reckon a lot of people are like that because you always overhear people going, I used to have that, I used to have this, I used to have that.
That's what actually all the time. All of these events, I had that because it's always full of it. People are just so happy to be there. Yeah, you ever see someone like angry or depressed or anything at a game? No, because
you always get like someone would be going to buy something and then they'd be talking to the vendor about, oh, this level's really difficult and this and that, and then people start having a full blown conversation
Yeah, exactly.
Like with the vendor about a game, which you wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that in Tesco.
Shop, but you wouldn't
over toilet rolls.
I love these sausages. I did all the time.
These toilet rolls are like double ply, really good.
Yeah, they're great.
This duvet, there's like 180 tog or whatever. You know what I mean? You wouldn't do that. But a Game of Fairs, you would talk about all the little details, and it's fun. And I don't know, it's just a good time. Just nostalgia all around, isn't it? Okay, another Mega Drive. 70 quid though. That's quite good, isn't it? The box is a little bit bad. Oh no, really? Good Mega Drive 2, sorry. 65 for a Mega Drive 2 at the back as well. I think, is that the one with Sonic with it, possibly? Maybe, or, because the one on top is the Ultra Beast.
That little icon top right is Ultra Beast, because it's got the fire bit, I think.
Is it? No, the one in the middle, Mega Drive in the middle.
Sorry.
The one on the top is definitely Ultra Beast.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
maybe the middle. Because maybe
well, there was a Mega Drive 2 that was just on its own. Then you had the Mega Drive 2 that come with Sonic 2, because that's one I had back in the day. The Mega Drive 2 with the Sonic 2 set. And then the other one came with a variety pack one. I think it was a classics collection it came with.
But you kind of like, I mean, you can get any Mega Drive you want because people have nostalgia for the different versions, don't they? But the Mega Drive 1 is a better console overall. I wonder how much that would be like.
They normally do that one a little bit more because of like that's the original ones. But then I had Mega Drive 2. I've got a Mega Drive 1 now, but at the time that was my one.
That was one. It's like I suppose you could say that with the Master System, like people had to have the original or that, like the one with the
little toggle.
Even though the second one is nowhere as good for quality, it's just like an
and it's only RF.
It's mad, isn't it, that you had to downgrade? Like,
well, then they've done it before. I've got the red Wii console that has no Wi-Fi on it, no GameCube support, and they brought that out a little bit later.
Ridiculous, isn't it? I wonder why they did that.
Yeah,
I mean, I suppose you could argue the what's the Game Boy Mini called? The little Game Boy Micro is a bit.
Game Boy Micro.
I mean, it's a novelty, but it's also a bit of a downgrade in terms of screen.
Yeah, you can't do Game Boy stuff on it and things like that.
I can't look at it anymore. By the way, I tried it the other day. I was like, I can't look at it anymore. My eyes are just wrecked.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
especially like text.
I'm not going to sit there playing that anymore. Years ago, I loved the idea of it. Now I'm like, I'm not going to play. I don't know, Metroid or something on it. It's just no way. You can't do it.
Just like this.
I'm seeing a lot of Wii packs now, and they used to be all the car boots, and we used to laugh seeing all the Wiis. Now Wii sets us turning up in these. So are we wrong to laugh about it because people are buying the sets?
I know. I used to go car boot when I used to go car boot lot. It's to find them all. I remember getting half a dozen Wiis, but they always come with a Wii Fit board, and it was one it was only a tenner, and he went, "Oh, and here's a Wii Fit board." And I was like, "I don't want it. You can keep it, mate. Send it to someone else." And the guy said, "No, please take it. Please take it as well." And I was refusing a free thing. I went, "I don't want it.
I don't own a Wii Fit board. I don't own one. I don't
want one. I've got like
I don't want one. It literally will take up space. I'll never use it.
It does.
No, yeah. When was the last time you used it?
When did it? What was the year it came out?
1922.
Yeah, that's it. 1922.
Got a lot of pictures of Mega Drives. There's GameCube.
There's a lot of Mega Drives there, weren't there?
Atari at the back. I don't know what Atari that is actually. Why are we being red like that? But whatever. That's this Sonic the Hedgehog one. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 with it. I keep thinking it's like 35. It's 85, of course, not 35 quid.
35, I think that would have gone instantly if that was that price.
Best part of 100 quid you'll come for a console. And do you know what, though? Here's the thing. That's not bad at all, is it? 65
No, it's not really. I think the problem is because if you're someone who saw these at car boots years and years ago, or even on eBay, like consoles were going for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
But then if you're around at that point and you saw the prices, you'd be like, oh, what? Exactly, why are they so expensive now?
But if you're like looking to get into retro gaming and you're really like, oh, I really want to get a Mega Drive again, and you're not bothered about new stuff, I'm like, compare that to the price of a PlayStation 5 or something. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not as, what the things you can do with the PlayStation is insane because it's an entertainment system and all that, but like, for what you're getting out of this and the fun you're going to have, going to
bigger library.
Bigger library,
many, many years of a library there. Yeah. Or, as you said, you could get that and then buy yourself an EverDrive.
Yes.
And then you've got the entire library right there for you.
Oh, God, yeah. You may as well do that, yeah. Well, you could do that. Is that a memory card on top of the controller? Boxed memory card, possibly?
I've got a bit of a smaller screen on one. I can't quite see it. You can't zoom in on there, can you?
I think it is. It's either that or the something to do with the I don't know. It is a GameCube thing. Yeah, I think it is. And next to it, you've got a case as well for something. I do like the cases, the big plastic cases.
Oh yeah, I'm a sucker. There was one we saw, didn't we? We saw a Super Famicom like rent or carry case.
Yeah.
No use for it, but they look great.
Nice, didn't
they?
Take it out of the box. I was mean Chris because this is another thing.
Yeah, right? Next thing I could segue.
Oh, have I brought? Oh, do you know what? I might have not brought the Naruto ones because I thought I did. Let me just check a second. Well, I've definitely got this. Oops. I've definitely got this.
Well, I can do this instead because not only Chris gave you this one, I got one as well.
Yeah, so Chris came over, first of all, and said to me, have you seen this? I was like, oh, yeah. And I was saying, I don't collect pop vinyl, but I actually want the He-Man one because I collect He-Man stuff. And I said to him, yeah, because there's this, there's a Skeg. I'll get it at some point. It's very cool. I was looking and he went, well, you don't need to now. You can have this. I was like, what? Just like that.
I have to say, the boxes are really nice on Infusion.
Oh, that is. And he's also got like a plastic protection case as well. It's kind of, it looks like it's been graded.
I'm about to say graded and sealed and that. Yeah, there you go.
And I want to say, if Chris watches this, right, thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful for this because obviously going with my He-Man collection. But to respect Chris, and he hasn't asked me to do this, I'm not going to open it.
I was going to say, you're going to...
Yeah, I'm not going to open it because I think that would be disrespectful because he never opens his pop vinyls. No. And because it's in this protected box, I won't open it.
Yeah, but to be honest, a box, I'm not being funny, but the normal pop boxes are normally just white with the logo stuff on.
Exactly.
That one's got a nice lot of colours to it. It actually looks really pretty.
It looks really special. I love the colour purple as well. So, it looks really nice. The only thing is, though, it says I think it's at the back or the front, where is it? Redeemable code for an in-game item inside. I've played the game. I actually do want to play it at some point because it's got like the thing and it's got He-Man elements.
Sorry, is it actually from the game?
Yeah, it's from the game, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know, because I thought Fusion was just the name of it. I couldn't remember the game.
No, this is from Funko Fusion, the game, yeah. I've seen it. I've seen Chris playing the thing section. Yeah. It looked really fun, actually. So I was like, I do want to get like the thing characters and all that as well. Only because I'm a massive Kurt Russell fan. It's just like, he seems to put all my favourite things in that game, but I never played it. But maybe I'll get around to it. But yeah, He-Man, of course, we're going to have. But yeah, get to the meat of it, which was also, and I failed to bring it up for some reason. I thought I'd bring it, but you've got it there. He did produce a box of stickers for Naruto as well, and said that you were responsible for this. It was your fault.
Yeah, he's right. Basically, I think... he was on stream or something at some point, or a Discord, I can't remember now. But basically, because we're talking about the Mario sticker stuff, I said, because he loves Naruto, his whole channel's themed on Naruto. That, yeah. I don't know if he's going to tell me off, because I say Naruto, but he might say Naruto.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I say Naruto.
I've started watching the cartoon as well, but I can't remember. I can't remember how they say it.
Yeah, because what means but then I watch the
what is it, anime? Japanese. Is it anime, or would you say it's an anime?
It's an anime, yeah, it's an anime of it.
I've been watching anime then. Awesome.
Oh yeah, because and then you've got but then I watched it's quite an old one actually, been going quite a while. But yeah, he was on stream and I went, I know you love this, but look what they've just released. And he went quiet for a minute. He opened the browser and he went, "You sod." and then later on he then sent me a picture a few days later going, you got me, and he bought himself the starter pack and all this stuff. It is something you must get though, because in my box these are always must be his doubles. Look at that lot. I'm assuming you've got the same amount.
Yeah, I've got. Well, I don't know if I've got. That's a nice shiny. I've got a starter pack. I'm going to try and. Is it? It'd be easy to get hold of the thing. I will get hold of the book.
I'm going to, because I do love this series, and the artwork on these are great. And I haven't got another sticker album.
I do like a sticker album. I do like sticker albums, and that's
lots of shinies.
We were saying this. I wish they'd make a sticker album for the new Gladiator series. That's one they're missing. With
they need to do that. And we've said this before, but they could do it with literally anything. I'd want like a Game Boy one and all the Game Boy artwork ones, because they had a section in the old Nintendo one.
Yeah.
But
make a Switch one. Make a Switch one. Just do that.
Yeah,
that'd be great. And you can have the retro section with the online service stuff with the GameCube. I mean, I'll buy that in a second.
Because at the moment, the stickers are still going crazy for football. Football ones are still going strong.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's mad. They have different versions, but anything else is not themed outside of it, other than. And also the mad thing is, it's made by. Is it? Was it
Panini.
Pandia?
Yeah,
Panini. Sorry, I can't read.
It's Panini or
Panini.
Mail and
They have
Trust.
literally been around since we were
forever.
kids. It's insane, isn't it?
And you do get the odd ones come out. Like there was a Stranger Things one. I wish.
Yes. Scott's Queen went for all those.
I kind of, if they brought a new one to kind of finish the whole thing off, I might get into it there because I'll do like Stranger Things. But you're right though. It's just football seems to be the favorite, and then maybe they do Star Wars now and again when a new thing comes out.
Yeah,
you see, I would have loved the Turtles one, and then we go through all the different eras of the Turtles. That would have been cool. All the stuff. I mean, everything. I mean, we could just wish forever. But I will say about Chris, right to this today, Chris is the only one. I mean, apart from that example you've used there, which is a good example. The exception proves the rule here. He's the only one I don't think can be pushed in the way of like you've got to get him into something. He's got a force
tried
field.
it every time. I went over his shoulder, went, "Oh, Chris," and he went, "Nope." No,
no, I will not be doing that. No. Have you been tempted to get a 3D printer? Because because like everyone's been thinking about. No, stay away.
Not interested.
He's literally got like a force field around him.
Now I just say one word, go Steve, 3D printer, and you go.
It's on the list. Exactly. At the event, because there was a toy bit as well, and there was a big bucket of like wrestling figures, and Jack was like, "Steve, you got Doink," and I was like, "Doink," and I ran over as fast as I could. And it was too expensive, didn't get it. But there was also a point where Gaz Halley had said to us, "Oh, there's a mask over there." And we did like casual fast walk, and okay, I'm just gonna casually walk over here really fast. And then we got there. I'll be honest, I looked at it and I goes, I don't know which one it was. I was looking at it going, "What mask toy is it?" And I just like
I didn't recognise it either.
Yeah, I didn't recognise it. I think in my head I was thinking it was going to be something bigger or something like that. So I wanted to get, and also that store was a little bit expensive for my taste.
The thing was, I think he was actually a toy stall rather than a game stall with toys on it. Because sometimes they have extras there. And
I think if he was like at a proper toy event, then it would have been made more sense. But like I was looking at Star Wars figures for £10, and I was like, no, I can probably get a better deal on these somewhere else. I do want to jump into that. But it was cool having that there because it just kind of split it up a little, give it a bit of variety. Anyway, let's go to the next photo. God, there's just loads of Atari stuff and mini.
There was a lot of Atari stuff there, and
loads.
I think you might mention it today, but it's funny how Atari cartridges, like you said, used to be just a box underneath the table. Yeah, and you go, we got Atari, and you go, there it is.
Literally
now they're full view.
Exactly.
They're right at the front and everything now.
I think it's maybe because of the VCS, that new console and all.
And
Atari
HDMI
is plugging out different consoles all the time, the new mini ones, and they're doing a good job of kind of remarketing themselves to kind of maybe a younger generation or just to the demographic who still loves Atari. They're kind of reminding us we still exist, and so when people go, they go, oh yeah, Atari, and they've kind of fell in love with it again. I'm seeing the same thing with Master System, and the Master System getting bigger and bigger each year. They used to be the one that the little secret underneath, and they're all dusty in their box, and now they're like on the top. Like people love Master System again, which is great because you probably don't get that much. If people coming over from America and they want to get into Master System because it's a bit obscure.
Yeah, because it's massive over here, but America, it was about, but it was kind of like not.
When I went to a game shop in Toronto, they had some Master System there, and they were really expensive. And I was like, whoa, where's a fraction over here? So obviously because you just couldn't order them over there. So
a lot less of them. Yeah, Strange Field Collector's one.
What else have we got on here? Oh, this had Lily. I was going to say, right, because Lynn took a photo of this. I said, I'll take a photo of that because I want to ask Plunger if Danny's got this.
That's the one I got. Did they say how much it was there? Did you see it all?
No, there was no price on that one.
Oh, I got very well. I think it's when I don't know, many years ago, and I said to Daddy, like, what do you want to get? Something Pokemon related, and somehow I found this on eBay. I found it on eBay with 4 games, and I paid £40 for it.
Wow!
And that was on eBay. The box we had to chuck away. The box was absolutely beyond repair. It was water damage. It looked awful, but the console is pristine, and that is because in Japan they had an orange version, and that's the power one with the blue. And I think it was another colour. The thing that makes that so cool about that console, when you turn it, you push the Pokeball up, and his cheeks on the Pikachu light up red.
No, that's
so cool. And then his foot is the reset button.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
It's a great console. So that's the one. Yeah,
Nintendo used to do this a lot, like they did with the Game Boy Advances and all that. They're kind of like fun. I mean, now I think they've got like different versions of Switches, which all they ever do is like change the art. I've seen the Zelda ones and I think an Animal Crossing one.
Yeah,
they don't do anything like a bit over the top.
It proper sticks out. It's not even just an image. You've got the logo at the front. You've got a whole Pikachu that sticks out, and then you've got the controller that goes along with it. As well, and it's really nice console.
Such a nice system. That I mean, if you had to put a guess to it, like how much do you think that was?
I think I've seen them. Well, I don't know.
Unboxed as well, I guess.
It's unboxed. Yeah, I think it might be about 200 now, something like that. I think around that, maybe even a little bit more, but it's a lot more now.
You can see ask before touching the consoles. You can see that sticker there, by the way.
Oh, there you go. That just shows that like they weren't super cheap.
So that was all the photos, but I'm going to leave this up and just put like one of these photos up, maybe of that one, and as we kind of show off our stuff because it's this nice look of photos in there. So, I'm just going to show you the games I picked up before I show all the stuff. Have you got a bunch of other things to show off as well?
The bits I've got to show are trades and gifts.
Trades? Oh, really cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll show you there's only 3 games I think I picked up, and then I got a bunch of other stuff. So,
quality over quantity.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you can be the judge of that.
I didn't actually know what you picked up. Actually, I can't remember. Unless you told me.
I actually, when you talk about the first stall, I say no. Yeah, you never don't buy anything from the first stall. Yeah. Because I was like thinking I've got about £30 budget, and then every time there was like a little basket of Game Boy games, I was rummaging.
That's the thing I was trying to do because I was after certain Game Boy games and I went up to every little basket trying to look for those.
Exactly, and the Game Boy games are kind of cheap, to be honest. If you find them in a little basket, like you get a good deal on something decent. And I got Star Wars. There you go, and
nice,
£4, really decent condition.
Really, £4? Wow,
£4,
nice.
Yeah. So
I've got that already.
And of course, I think that was the issue with you going around because you're not buying anything because everything I was looking at you going, I've got that and blah blah blah. I was like, is there anything I've picked up so far you haven't got? There was nothing.
It's because the more
trying to get you to get the Turtles thing, which you might have got. So to got that, I got Dig Dug on the Atari, which Lynn's actually picked up. Well, she found it for
I've never played that version of it.
I love this as a kid. That's the one I knew. I didn't know that it was an arcade game when I played this on my Atari when I was a kid. I love this. It was a £5. I didn't get any deals on these ones actually because it was like so cheap anyway.
I like the artwork. You've actually got the proper artwork on it, which is nice.
So good. It's such a good game. It plays really well. I think it's one of the best playing Atari 2600 games out there, and it's got great music and everything. I also picked up a Game Gear game as well, which is what's it called?
Yeah, you said about Game Boy games being cheap. Game Gear are crazy cheap.
They didn't used to be cheap though. I remember looking like a couple of years ago, and I was seeing these games for like a tenner, and I was like, well, maybe I was looking at the wrong stores, and he was overpricing because that put me off. And I saw this; it was £2.
Whoa!
And I was £2.
I don't have that one. I probably would have picked that up.
Yeah, for £2. Yeah, I played the Master System game last year, and I'm guessing it's the same game. Let's be honest, but I mean, I think one of the issues with we talked about this at the event. I think there's a barrier to entry with playing Game Gear games. Like if you were saying you've got the analog adapter to play Game Gear games, which really makes you want to get an analog now because that's fantastic.
Because you literally, it's like a see-through component you plug in the back and then it goes in the top.
I've got a Game Gear and it works. I was like very generously given to me by someone in the community, and I'm made up, and it makes me want to collect more Game Gear games, obviously, because these games are super cheap, but also makes you want to get an analog at some point with an adapter because another way to play them on the go as well. But I'm always worried you're going to like wreck the screen or something with the Game Gear, but they can fix, can't they? But £2 I thought was an absolute bargain, and if I see any more about that price, I was made up. So that the last game I picked up I bought was in the Nintendo case as well, but I made up with it. The Mega Man 2.
Yeah,
which I got for 20
Jack
quid.
was after those as well, wasn't he?
So Jack got this. He was very generous with this because he paid 25, I think. And then he saw, I only just realised there was a cheaper copy there for like 22, which you can probably get for 20. And it did. And I think the only difference really, there's like a tiny little bit in the artwork there, you see there. I think that's probably what it was that made it just a little bit cheap. I got it for 20, got £2 off. I want to collect obviously NES games. You see, big NES collector. I already have a couple. You actually gifted me a Rockman game, which I think was 4, maybe.
I think it's 4. Yeah, I think it was 4 for the Famicom
and I've got
version,
a couple of them on Famicom because I like both sets. I mean, the Famicom ones I'll be honest, they do look better. The Rockman series.
The issue you've got though, PAL, they only got to Mega Man 1 to 4.
Ah.
So if you want 5 and 6, you're better off. You need to either get the American ones that are quite expensive, or get the Famicom version. You'll have to do that.
Did Jack buy 4 as well? He bought
2 and 4. Yeah, he bought 2 and 4. I think.
To be honest, that's quite good to know that, because that means there's not many to collect for the PAL versions. I mean, I do like the idea of getting the NTC version. That's the A versions. Hopefully, it should work. Should be all right. I think I've tried. I think A might be the French European PAL ones.
I think so. But which SNES do you have? Do you have the Mattel or the?
I have tried A's in it, and it works.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I'm sure. But also, I do need another. I need a new NES at some point. I've cleaned it, and I still have issues. I for being my favorite console, I think I need other ways to play NES games.
You can get the new ping replacement connectors in it as well.
Yeah, that might be.
It's really easy to change, because I did it on my one, and it's really easy.
I feel like it's already been changed, because it's like it's got a blue light on it. Someone's or instead of a red light. So someone's modded that already. Someone's modded the hell out of it. Okay. But I was getting some kind of loads of issues playing the games. I've opened it up and cleaned it and everything, but I don't know. There's loads of ways to play. I mean, there's loads of NESs out there, I wouldn't mind another one. But that was the ones I picked up. So have you got anything else that you picked up yourself before we go into anything else? Or
I'll show you. Or
show me something next.
I'll show you. Well, what I could just next is the trade bits or something, because that's anything I really else. But I got the games there. So, right, just again for the record, I don't collect VHS.
Oh, God, here we go.
Now, right? Yeah. So what I did was, I said to Danielle, I want to clear some VHS now. She went, brilliant. So I did a trade with Jack and Julio for a couple of films. I basically, because with the videos, it's really nice. They are expensive videos, but when we pick them up, we're all picking them up cheap. Yeah. So we literally just do video for video. Oh, I want that. You want this. And then it was I'll give you a couple of quid for that. Even Julio, bless him, he would say, I know it was worth a little bit more. Do you want me to give you some money? I was like, no, I paid like £1.50 for it. Deal, mate, blimey.
No one's paying that much for videos, unless someone's in Liverpool.
I know. So what I did was I got 3 off of Julio. So I'll show you. Do you want me to show 3 or one of them?
Yeah, show them one more time if you want.
Okay, I'll show you the 2. Show you the first 2, because I'm collecting. Yeah, I didn't realise I'm trying to collect all the bottom videos.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So this is a Bottom Smells. It's got 3 episodes on that one.
Nice.
Got that one, and then the other one is Bottom Apocalypse, and again another 3 episodes.
I didn't know you were collecting these, because I might have one somewhere. I'll have to let you know.
I didn't, because I've got the DVD, but I will say the DVDs are really boring.
Yeah,
they're not all of them are on there, and they're like really cheap, no frills BBC DVDs.
Oh right,
and this one has all the artwork. You've got like all the design and that.
Have you got the Bottom Live videos?
Yeah, well, that's what it started out on. When I started getting videos, I found Bottom Live 1 and 2. So I was a bit like, I wouldn't mind getting the others, and then I found the very best of Bottom Series 1, and then all of a sudden Julio said, I got 2 of these you can have as well. So I've got them 2. Nice. And then the third one I got is Lethal Weapon 2.
Nice.
Now I didn't think he'd want to trade this one in, because I thought we'd wanted to keep it. Yeah. But I think he already has a collection of it already.
I think he's got hasn't he got a set with them all in? I think
he does. Yeah, and I was like, but now the thing is I need to get 1 and 3 now.
Of course you do, yeah, of course. I got one video, which again, the one I left downstairs is where Jack gave me a copy of Independence Day. So I was with that. I didn't own that, so I was happy with that. And me trying to stick to my 80s stuff, and then Jack gives me a really good 90s one. I was like,
yeah, that's the problem. But I'm running 90s and 80s at the moment. Yeah, same. But then I swapped him Terminator 2, Scarface, and something else. But at the end of the day, I didn't really mind, because I already have them on other formats.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't have them, and I know that. Like trading with like friends like that, we know it's for them.
Yeah, they're going to use it. Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Yeah, exactly. You probably trade it back in the future as well. You get something else. Go, I have to have back for this. And, it'll happen.
So I got rid of some videos, but then regained them in different versions.
Well, I'll tell you other things that. So Andy turned up with you. Obviously, you give him a lift.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea he was going to come up with give me a bunch of things. Did you know he was giving me stuff?
He said he's got some bits for you, and then he didn't tell me what it was.
And then, so it was. I'll start with a Wii game. I've never heard this game actually. It looks interesting. You might know it. Death or Root of Evil. Have you heard of this game?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Amazing.
It's actually Def Junior somewhere.
Def. Oh, Def Junior. I thought I said yeah. So
Def Junior. I haven't played it, but it's meant to be a really good 3D.
It 3D
looks
decent actually.
It looks like a really good game. I don't have that one. I'll give it a for that one. It's a good one. It's not a shovelware.
Really heavy manual in as well. Don't know if that says anything about the game, you know. Also, Cannon Fodder on the SNES. I didn't own this. So
you don't? Oh yeah,
I didn't have this. Everybody got me like I didn't own, and it's Shadow of the Beast on the Master System because I'm a Master System collector, which is great. And that's
nice. Cool artwork on that one as well.
Amazing on that as well. I know people have issues with that game, obviously, when it first came out, but you know, I don't think I've ever properly played it. And then the one I was like, what?
Yeah, this is mad. Yeah,
you just gave me a copy of Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which was I mean, the whole thing is generous anyway. Well, I'll say a story about this. Right, when you were playing it. Remember, and we were going to play it together, and I didn't realise that you'd actually played a bit of it when you were a kid, so you know a bit of the game.
No, I only did the first level.
You know, the way you're playing it is like you knew more. Okay. Anyway, and I was playing it on my Drive, and I thought I really want to get a copy of this. So I went into town, and it was 40 quid. I was like, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm about to say I initially knew that was 40.
Yeah, and I was like, I was always going to be on my list to pick up at some point. Especially because I want to, play it Halloween over, and then Jack's been playing it recently, and it's just such a good game. It's one of those games that we just love. One of those ones that you got to master. You know what I mean? It's one of those games. I just really need to get a copy of it. So I was just like, "Are you joking, mate? Are you sure?" And he was like, "Yeah." It was like he was just like,
you know what his reasoning? I said to him about him giving that to you, and he said, "I'm never going to complete it. I better give it to someone who might actually have a chance with it." That's what he said.
Amazing. That's super nice. Like this, I can't believe it because I came with a small bag. I was saying this to everyone. I came with a little bag, and I'm left with a big plastic bag full of stuff. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, he had his rucksack, and he's trying to squeeze him into his rucksack type of thing. I went, Steve, you need a big bag, and he was like, Linz, have you got a bag?
Everyone's and everyone was like, everyone knew. It was like I was going to ask her because it felt really bad. So what else? Right, so also something like Jack made for me was this copy of the Stino, which is something
I didn't see that beforehand. I knew you showed it on stream.
Yeah, showed it on stream. So he'd brought that with him. He'd made a comic for me, which was actually quite mad.
Oh no, he even printed it. Did he print it himself or something?
Yeah, because the print is good quality actually. Yeah. It's got me in the back with the Optimus Prime and He-Man and a Game Boy and a
that face. He's so good.
It looks like I'm sitting into the abyss. You know what I mean?
And I love the death count at the bottom.
And it's got like a comic inside of like me having dry Weetabix or something. Such a good idea. I was saying that because I was saying this today. Like this kind of hit off a memory of me. Like one of the things I wanted to do in the retro community is start a zine at some point in my life. And I was like looking at this going, it's kind of like what I wanted to do.
A nice little size for it. Cool little magazine
nice.
size.
It's perfect size.
There you go. Issue 1 done.
And do you know what else? I feel really bad because this was very like rushed because you remember you messaged me earlier and said, when we time we're doing this, I was like, when you can. So I forgot to bring some stuff up, which is ridiculous. And one of them was Mally. It made me with the 3D print because we're getting the 3D printer stuff now. This He-Man box. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, light box. He showed it to me beforehand.
Oh my god! Yeah. So you plug it in. I think it's got like a USB-C connection.
USB-C, yeah.
And it's got LEDs on the side, and in the front is like a kind of semi-transparent, kind of like a 3D print. And it's He-Man basically.
Have you tried it out yet?
No, I've not tried it yet. No.
I saw a video. He showed me a video of it lit up. It looks amazing. So basically, it's like a square box, and then you've got the image behind it. You can't really see it properly. Then when you light it up, it's got the full colours.
It's amazing. Colours. So I want that over there with my He-Man collection as well. I mean, it's changed things over here, the way I'm going to set things up. But I need to have a way of everything getting plugged in. Or maybe there's got to be some kind of battery pack you can have that you can plug into an USB-C connection. It's got to be something like that. So I can just put it on.
Oh, yeah, there are some things like that.
Stuff like that.
You get like USB hub, but then you could plug that into it and then... charge it separately or something.
Yeah, exactly. So because I obviously can't connect it to my PC or anything over here, but I don't mind putting a battery in it, a big hefty battery, and then it's just like done there and turn it on now and again, change the battery now and again. But that'd be quite good. But again, Mally watches this. Thank you so much, mate. He said he's got like a Sonic one, and there was another one he made for himself. He made that one for himself, but it's incredible what you can do with 3D printing, isn't it?
He's always. I keep thinking that you can 3D printing. You make a little statue and that's it. But then when you start including colours and depth on it, but do you know what? I literally, it blows my mind. I'm like, how does it do that?
Exactly how they do it.
I can't understand.
Have you got the thing that you? Have you got that thing with you?
Yeah, I've got the things next to me.
Go on, show that off. Go on.
Yeah. So what it is? So first of all, the thing that I don't know if you got one as well. So I can't remember. Someone else got one. I can't remember. But it's a Thwomp.
Oh, I didn't see
Mario.
This, no.
And you can put Switch games one side and SD cards in the other.
Oh my god, that's brilliant!
He printed out a couple, and he was like, "Oh, I went a bit mad and printed out a few." So
I've done this.
He's done me one of them. So I'm gonna put my best Switch.
And also, you're gonna be just jealous of everything we've got here. I want one of them.
I want one of them. Thing is also because they're the same size as Switch 2, I can start putting my Switch 2.
Switch ones, Switch 2, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
And it's that print that's in multiple colours. I think comes out on the camera.
Just don't throw it down thinking it's a thwomp in your room.
Yay! Oh, it's the SD cards that fall out. I'll never find them again.
Yeah,
so got that. That's cool. Got that. And then also from Manny, I bought this off of him, but I literally paid £15 for this. Yeah. And what I've done is, he wants me to be. He hasn't built it for me, but basically printed this item out in 3 parts, and then I've got to build it and take all the bits off. But literally, it's a full size. I can't really fully show this, but it's a full size pulse rifle from Aliens.
What's the weight of it like? Is it quite hefty?
It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not too bad.
Imagine if you saw that there for £15.
It would have been at least 60, 70 quid. Exactly. Something like that. So it has 3 parts to it. I'll see if I can get the last bit. I can show on camera.
The size of it.
Look, and then you got the barrel bit. I hope it's come out on there. And then there you go.
It does.
And it even has the shoulder bit, which I haven't got there. But if you notice, all this weird stuff, it's kind of like, well, it almost looks like alien stuff. This is all the bits to help create the structure. And he said to me, I left it on because it's fun to take all those bits off, like a model kit.
Yeah. Do you just glue it, do you, I guess?
Well, what it is, and then in the middle, to put it all together, you've got these hexagon bits rods here. And what you get, excuse me, and then here, you even got these little pegs.
Oh yeah.
And what you do is you glue it, and then they go into here, and then that's how you create your structure.
Oh, that's easier. Yeah, that's easier.
I've ordered the glue already, and then that's how you create the.
Oh my, I was saying, you've got
quality, the detail.
You've got to take this to Comic-Con, haven't you? Yeah.
All the screw holes there. You've got all the indents there. It's like you forget how detailed you can have it. You know, the gun's got even you can't quite see it because this bit's in the way. The trigger for the grenade launcher bit's there. And he's got I've got that, and also I don't know if to paint it or leave it grey. It's quite cool just being grey. I feel like a kind of prototype.
I feel like when you get your Laserdisc player sorted and you have a Laserdisc night and watch Aliens again, you've got to have that out throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? And have the sound effects and everything. But you need to get someone that add the sound effects to it. There's got to be a box for.
Manny said to me, you can get a digital display that shows the ammo that you can get in another model of it. So he said, I might have a version 2 at some point.
Oh my god!
Mental.
Oh my word!
So he did us that, which
proper Alien War. Go on.
And also the thing is with it. I actually said to him on stream, "Oh, you couldn't do the pulse rifle, could you?" And he went, "Yeah." And he went, "Well, I'll print one off next week." And then he went, "Oh, but I've done it for you." And then he just printed it out, and he printed 3 parts to it, and then he built himself one. Even 3D printed a rack to put his one on the wall. It's amazing. And even Danielle was going to me, "Oh, how much are these 3D printers?"
Yeah.
She's like in love with it.
It is amazing the amount of things you can make. I mean, if you're not materialistic, I guess it's kind of useless unless you can use it for for kitchen stuff or whatever, household stuff. But
that's what. Then when I said to Mally, "What else have you made?" and he said he's made kitchen utensil holders. Yeah. He made a case to put all your AA batteries in.
Oh.
Even that was like, oh god, what that? I love little boxes and things. So that was the place. So that was what I got from Mally, but also and then did you want to do your?
No, I've just seen the Metroid logo. I've just seen the Metroid logo and it looks amazing.
So yeah,
oh my god!
So Julio made a and it stands up.
I was going to say it's going to stand as well. Oh, cool!
It's Metroid, and it's all 3D as well.
Do you know what's funny? Because we walked in and one of the stalls had a lot of 3D, and the stall looked amazing. But I also I didn't stop because I thought Julio and Mally have got one, and I don't want to look at stuff and go, "Well, one."
That was the thing. I was looking at stuff and I went, and Danny went, "That's nice." I went, we can try to speak to Julio or O'Malley about that.
the secret 3D printer cult. What's going on?
So I've got that thing, and I've got 3 more things I'll quickly show. So he then printed me out a little turtle display.
Oh, what?
How good's that? Look, it's even got all the little turtle like rivets, just like it.
It makes me want one. I mean, I'm putting this out there. It makes me want one plunger from anyone who can make them. Of like all the things that you collect. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you collect Masters Universe,
well, that's it. I want for all the consoles. You want one for all the.
I want to Sega one.
Turtle figures. Have that underneath them.
Oh god.
And then the 2 other things he did me as well. He did this, and this is meant to have been ornament for a Christmas tree, but you can do what you want with it. Yeah. It's a little shop of horrors.
Oh wow!
And it's got a little hole in it, so you could have it hanging up.
Oh, I didn't even think about like Christmas decorations. That's such a good idea.
And he's got a little blood underneath.
Yeah.
And then what I might do is, because I've got a little shop of horrors canvas, I might try and find a way to stick it to that or something for now. I'll have it hanging down from that. And then the last thing he did us is this one to make you laugh. A key ring, and it's a VHS.
I've got one.
Oh, have you got which colour? It was, I think, he had a blue or a black one, and I went for the red.
I got the orange one.
I got the orange one. Oh, sorry.
I haven't put on my keys yet. It's going on my keys though. I mean, we don't collect VHS, but we've
we just thought we'd have
we've all got 100 videos right next to us, and we've got a key ring.
Yeah,
it's a VHS club.
The other bits we did get were Danielle's, which Danielle wants to save them for her own little like bit for the video thing. So, but she got a Zelda shield, Link shield on a key ring.
Nice.
A little Nintendo. Actually, I did get one as well, but I didn't bring it out with me. A little Nintendo key ring, just has Nintendo one. That's it. I got one of them. I didn't bring mine up with me.
I love that. I love that.
So all these 3D printed stuff is mental, and it's they literally got the perfect Christmas presents and gifts all the time, and they print whatever you want.
So I got the Nintendo logo.
That was nice. That's nice.
So that is going to literally go over here, because that's where all my Nintendo games go.
Oh, you can see it. That's perfect as well. Yeah.
So you can imagine, I'd love the idea of having, like, you get a Sega one.
All your sections with them on.
Sega and that. And it's kind of, it's because it's not like, oh, you know, I just want them. It's because we need them, because we're getting old now. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what's there.
Oh, well, what's that? What was that again? Is it a Mega Drive? I can't tell.
It's just helpful for us, you know, with our dying eyes. Also, I thought this was amazing. Got a Game Boy stand as well.
That's so cool. Yeah, I love that.
I like this.
Oh. I that was hilarious this morning.
Oh,
I was like, I'm sure he. I was thinking, I'm sure he would have checked it. I'm sure, and you were so deadpan, and Julio believed you as well. You went, I know, you made it a little bit too big,
and it was too obvious, wasn't it? Because I was saying basically, guys, I was saying, so Julio made me this, and I was like, but I think, mate, the thing is, it's a bit big. It's the Game Boy's a bit loose in it,
rattly around in it.
And he was like, oh really? And I was like, yeah. So when you put it in, it's like, it moves about everywhere. And I was there because he did actually think that. I'm so sorry because I thought he would kind of.
You were very good for that, very poker face on that one.
I need one for the games. I need something for the games. I think.
Yeah, there is ones for the games as well. I've seen them.
Is there?
Little rack ones for the games and slots.
Because at the moment I've just got the games in a plastic box, and I feel like there's kind of a little display or something of them, or the way they stand.
I will warn you, whatever you do, because Manny gave me the website to where all the 3D printed stuff's on. Don't go on there. There's like everything you go, I like that. It's terrible.
Everything.
It's terrible.
The only other things I got, I guess, were the only other things, as if there was not much. Loads of stands for cards.
So, I didn't see them.
So because I collect the cards.
Of course, yeah. For the calendar and that.
I've got. He gave me because he asked me how much you need. I was like, mate, I'll need too many. It's all right. And he was like, how many packs you got? I got 10. But it's like, but you know what I mean. So you make 10 of these.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Did he? Wow, they're probably not too bad. But has he actually got a joint then? Has he actually got
a joint? Little like a joint. So basically, just click together, don't they?
I
don't understand it either.
So like clever that alone.
Because you just expect us the flat plastic.
Yeah. That's it.
And the other thing, because I actually asked him for this ages ago, was the stands for my action figures. He made a bunch and said, "Oh, just check what the size is like." I'll be honest, I tried them all, and all of them work. So this is like I've got Merman on one here. But because it's yellow, it looks great on the other. The colour looks great. It makes you want different colours for all of them because they haven't got the matching colour for everyone. I don't know, actually. I don't think I have. But I put one on like a Masterverse skeletal. This one's red, but it would be great for the black one. But that fit as well. And I've got a which one? I've got a He-Man one. If you can see it, you can't really see it, but He-Man's in there as well, and that one works. So he gave me different sizes. I'll check those. I was like, they all work. So it doesn't really matter. So I've got a bunch of other stands to kind of put things around. I've got so many action figures though that need stands. It's just gonna be like. But
he could probably. Yeah, but then if he,
now and again.
I think like say like the pulse rifle, Mally charged me £15 for that because that's literally how much the
filament or whatever it is,
filament is or whatever it is.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing that because it's just. Just give them a bunch of cash and go do all this. Yeah, because it's well worth it. Because I've got some there that just like I'm looking at the back there where I've got like a whole array of figures all there, and they're just like some of them just hanging off because they haven't got stands on them. You know, and there's one stuff there. I need to have a rethink about where to do. But yeah, apart from that, it was just like loads of little stands, and there's probably loads of stuff I forgot. It was just so crazy the amount of things that we got there. But I don't know. Is that all the things you got?
Was that everything for me? I've got to check as well. Actually, I think that other than another key I did. Oh no, one thing I did last little bit as well.
Yeah, cool.
Was I did a trade with Jack as well.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so I got more videos. And two more bottom ones. I want to get the whole lot here.
Oh my word!
I've got whole, and then I've got, and this one I didn't know even existed. Big Bottom Live Best Of.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
And it comes with a making of Guest House Paradiso on it.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? It's a little bit different, yeah.
I didn't know that one, so that's so that was the last things I got from, because I even gave to Jack because I gave him Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade and Ghost Dog.
Oh, Ghost Dog. What's Ghost Dog?
Ghost Dog's that like it's like a black samurai guy.
Is Bob Hoskins in that for some reason? Not that one, is it? There's something like that with a weird name like that. I'm getting confused.
No, it's about a guy who's like he lives in the city and he's like an urban kind of ninja type bloke, but it's like an independent movie. It was a Film 4 thing.
But I want to say, if I've forgotten, if anyone's watching this and thinking, if I've forgotten this stuff, it's not because I've left it downstairs. It was in the last minute. I think there's some few things I forgot to bring up, so I'm really sorry. I think there's a bunch of other like printouts there of other stands and things like that, and I might have left something in there. But this video's gone over an hour, and we was going to do this for an hour.
Yeah, that'll be a quick one, wouldn't
it? But are you alluding to? Are you going to be making a video of your experiences as well? Is that what you were saying?
I might have a little bit of a video, not too much because my camera's being repaired at the moment. Yeah. So Danny got a little bit of footage for me. Nice. I just want to get a shot of the stalls, and I only really want to take pictures of stuff that I find a little bit unusual. I've never seen that before, that sort of thing. But I might try and release something from it, and at least our pickups with Danielle, because Julio, without saying anything, 3D printed Danielle a few things as well.
Nice. So, nice, but don't spoil it. And I don't know if Danny actually picked up bought some games or anything like that. But don't say what it is.
She did buy something else there, herself.
There you go. Yeah, we'll see that in the next video. But mate, thank you so much for joining me on this. I was thinking I didn't want to do a normal vlog, and at the end of the event, I was like, I want to talk about it because we had different perspectives of the event, and and because it was such a better venue inside than last time, I thought it was like worth chatting about. So thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Right,
next one. Bye.